situation where you have a deadline, a big deadline that's coming up, and you're just trying to figure out, well, how can I remain calm as a leader with this deadline? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of strategies to help you if this is something that you are navigating, because there are ways, yes, there are ways that you can be able to manage yourself calmly when you have a very high pressure deadline. Now, you want to watch this video until the end because I'm going to share these very quickly, and it will give you some immediate action steps that you can start working on today that will help you if you happen to be navigating this challenge. Now, if you are new to me, welcome, and if you are one of my amazing subscribers, welcome back, friend. This channel heavily focuses in on advanced communication skills and strategies that will help you to communicate more confidently and concisely under pressure. If you are the person that tends to freeze when you're in front of a group of people, or maybe you struggle with putting everything together when you're trying to communicate, maybe you're in a more highly visible role, or you're managing a company, you're managing a business, maybe you're a public official, this is the absolute best place for you to learn those very high stakes, high pressure situations. Now, when it comes to being able to communicate in this particular situation, and I want to say hello to Forensic Accountant 259. Hello, friend. High five. How you doing today? Good to see you today, friend. All right. When it comes to being able to manage your calm when you are under pressure, let me explain to you a couple things. Number one, of course, planning in advance is going to be critical and important. I'm not going to focus on that today. We're going to focus on more in the moment when you're really under pressure. But always remember, there's a lot of planning that you have to do when you're trying to prepare for a very high pressure deadline. Very first strategy I want to share with you is to remember that this is a test. A lot of times, and let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced a very high pressure deadline where you just felt like you were being tested. Like, this is just going to push me. This is going to challenge me in some type of way. It happens. And a lot of times I've found that if you take a moment and you realize that, you know what, this is a test, you will function a little bit differently. How many of you have ever taken tests in your life? I've taken tests. When you have to take a test, whether it's for a degree, a course, a certification, or etc., you function a little bit differently. Knowing that you are in a high pressure deadline, thank you for the celebration caps, knowing that you are in a high pressure deadline, it's like a test, and you can either pass this test in terms of you being a leader and developing your executive presence, or you can completely bomb this test. And I would highly encourage you to pass it. So make sure you realize that, okay, number one, this is a test. This is something that's going on. Hello, Ashley Scott. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. So know it's a test, number one. How do you want to do in this test? How do you want to perform in this test? Do you want to pass this test of high pressure, or do you want to fail it? Number one, that helps you to put your mindset in the right place of saying, this is a test, I need to function a little bit differently. Cat 23rd, high five, friend. How you doing today? Good to see you. So we talked about making sure you understand that, one, this is a test. Number two, when you're in those very high pressure type of situations, the most important thing I can share with you when you have those deadlines is to remember there is typically one main objective of this high pressure deadline. What is that one objective that you need to be able to accomplish by the end of this deadline? What is it? Why do I say focus on the one? Because a lot of times when you are in those very high pressure deadlines, there are a lot of things. Let me know in the chat below if you ever had this happen. There's a lot of things you have to worry about when it comes to this deadline. And sometimes all of the little things, all the little pieces, they start to come into play, and they start stressing us out because we're thinking, oh my gosh, I got this deadline. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. Now, there are times where there's pieces of this process that all feed into the one deadline. And if that's the case, focus on those things. Do not go down the rabbit hole and say, well, I know this isn't quite a part of the deadline, but this is something that I know we need to work on. I know we need to handle. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just focus on the main thing. What is the main objective of this deadline? Everything else outside of that can take a seat in the back burner. If you have time to do extra and overperform and do more, then way to go. And if you're a subscriber to my channel, I know you probably can do that. But if you're under a high pressure deadline, make sure you focus on the main thing. The main thing is the main thing. Now, my final strategy I want to share with you is when you're in those very high pressure deadlines, remember, first, you got to recognize that this is a test. Thank you for the heart emojis. This is a test. When you know you're testing your leadership, Remember, you act a little differently when you're in a test. So same thing as it relates to your life too. You act a little bit differently. Now, second, I'm to you making sure you keep the main thing the main thing. And third and finally, and there's a lot more I can share with you, so subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more. But finally, I would say for today is to make sure that you are regulating yourself emotionally. Now, I say this because a lot of people, they tend to struggle with how they handle pressure. And if this is something that you need some support with, you're always welcome to contact me at exciteexcellence.org. But how you struggle with this can truly dictate how well you're able to manage these high pressure deadlines. You don't want to be the person that looks like you're going to lose it anytime there's any ounce of pressure applied to you in any type of role or your business, or maybe if you're a public official. You just don't want to do that. So make sure you're in a very good place where you can understand that there's certain aspects of being under pressure that can cause you to look very well, or it can cause you to look like you don't know how to handle pressure. Now, these are just a couple of strategies. I will share with you lots more in the channel. I appreciate you all being here today. Always good to see Forensic Accountant and Cat 23rd, amazing subscribers on my channel. If you have any questions specifically, let me know, and I will see you all in